bumped into an old high school friend I hadn't seen in years. He wasn't looking too good, oh no. He needed some potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, oh now to see him through alright. He needed some potluck, oh potluck. I like to watch the ponies run around the track every now and then. Oh, such power and grace. I put my money down on number 5 to win, place, and show. I sit back down and I pray for a little potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, go now to see me through sometime. I need a little potluck, oh potluck. Boom, 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 diddle boom, boom, boom. Potluck, boom, boom, diddle boom, boom, diddle boom, boom. Potluck, boom, boom, diddle boom, boom, diddle boom, boom. Potluck, boom, boom, diddle boom, boom, diddle boom. Now you and me, girl, we've been together for many a year. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. When a little bit of luck comes our way, we jump for joy. Oh, you can hear us sing. Thank you for the potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, go now to see us through sometime. We need a little potluck, oh potluck. Boom, 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 boom. Potluck, boom, boom, diddle dum dum, diddle dum. Potluck, boom, boom, diddle dum dum, diddle dum. Potluck, boom, boom, diddle boom, boom, diddle dum. We need a little potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, go now to see us through. Potluck, oh potluck.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Duncan Showroom. Bill Levy and Eugene Smith with Road Stories and Tunage. Who would create a title like that, Gene? Tunage.
Tunage.
Is that a Canadian word or something?
I think so.
They didn't like my title, the Tales and Travels, so they changed it.
To Tunage.
Tunage. Thanks a lot.
Well, I don't know who did that, Billy. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding, John, today. Yes, everybody's well. Longevity. Tim's had a bit of a fall, so if you want to say any prayers, say some prayers for Tim's back, because he's a bit sore. That was recorded upstairs, we figured, because Eugene's playing kalimba, and the much ballyhooed JJ Charlebois on the bass.
Yes.
We see ballyhooed because we miss him a little bit, and he never calls. So, JJ, if you're out there, we miss you, buddy. Except certain things, right?
Oh, God, yes. How are you today, Billy?
I'm good. I did not fall down. I have kind of a luge run out in front of my place, so I was just taking very tiny steps recently.
Baby steps.
Yeah. And my car didn't get out, so I've got hills going in, hills going out. My two-wheel drive didn't make it, so my neighbor in there, they've got one of those Japanese-made four-wheel drive crawler vans, and Amanda gave me a ride in.
I have to tell you, folks, all this about not being able to do it, this is only the second snowfall we've had this year in town.
We like to talk about it, though. We get all excited, I know. And the first one didn't even really amount to much.
It was gone within a day or something like that.
Carol Gordon, thanks for making COVID bearable for me.
Oh,
that's
you're
a
welcome.
Nice sentiment, Carol. Thank you. And Joe Gancher, greetings from Charlie, Marley, Kate, and Minerva from somewhere under the snow. They've got snow, too. I hope John got his leather fanny whackers. What the heck does he mean by that?
Fanny
What's
whacker?
A leather fanny whacker? And we don't want to
Well, that's what happened when COVID comes around.
The belts. We received the belts. Yes, thank you, Joe. We did. Leather fanny whackers. I've never heard them referred to in that. That's great. You're a kinky devil, Joe. Thanks for sending those out, and John's been enjoying them. You're doing well, Monsieur Smith?
Yes, I'm doing fine. I'm just hanging in, trying to figure out songs to do because people want me to sing songs more. And I've got a surprise for everybody.
Is that? Oh, this is what you were referring to earlier.
Yes, I have a surprise for everybody.
Good.
So
you finally put in a hockey verse to a piece of wood.
yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. No, maybe not. So you're doing well, though, eh?
Oh yeah, it's it's a year now. It'll be a year since this all started. And
that's freaking weird, isn't it?
I know. So, and I figure people are trying to be as safe as possible, and I'm glad for that and happy for that. So, and I'm just just moving along, trying to finish off that song with the kalimba.
Nice.
Yeah, and keeping something that Victoria and I did. We had a Valentine's Zoom romance meal over the phones.
That did sound romantical. I wonder how many other people took up that idea from. If they were apart from their loved ones and had a meal over the Zoom or something.
Yeah, it was interesting. I put a candle there and everything. So it was like, and it was. I watched her eat her meal and she watched me eat my meal.
Did you discover things about her mastication habits that you didn't know before?
Well, she puts food in on the right side.
On the right side of her mouth. Okay.
Yeah, which is her left because I'm looking at her right in the
Oh,
screen.
weird. So it seemed backwards. Yeah. Right. Well, no, I'm glad you guys did that. Very good idea, and to make a connection.
Yeah.
On the Valentine's Day, I was hanging out with Marty and Ted. So
oh yeah, you did a show here.
We did a show at 5 p.m. Went very well.
Mm-hmm.
The Jonesy was resplendent. He was doing some lead. Of course, he was primarily a bass player, and he was doing some great leads and quite funky. Then he did a Beatles set. So yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, that's it's kind of different for everybody this year, I think,
It was different for everybody, yeah.
So
and Long John, I think, was his normal romantic self, weren't you, John? He's a romantic guy. So what are you starting us off with, Mr. Music?
Well,
what are you going to play with?
Today I thought I'd try a song. This is a tune that when I was 17 years old. Ooh. And it's the first song that I ever wrote.
Wow.
And I didn't play an instrument or anything at the time. And I was with the Majestics, Jay Smith and the Majestics.
Nice.
And so I came up with this song. I don't even know why I decided to write this tune. And we put it on the flip side on the 45, which was the only 45 that we ever did. It was on the B side of "Howlin' for My Darlin'," which they played on the radio back then. So I was sitting at home the other day, and now that I've got plenty of time on my hands, I decided, what am I going to do next week? What can I do? So I'm going to surprise yourself and myself.
This is a song we've never heard you do, possibly.
And this is a song I've never done since I was 17.
Wow, that's brave. Way to go.
So this is the first tune that I ever wrote that got me started, and I'll see if I can remember as much of it as I can. Now you have to remember, I was 17. That's when they had songs coming out like Teen Angel and, remember that?
Oh, that was a real wrist slasher,
Teen
wasn't it?
Angel,
Yeah.
can you see? Stuff. Anyways. Okay. Well, I took a walk, one lonely night. I took a walk in the bright moonlight. I went to the river. Whoa, what did I see? You were standing there by the old willow tree. You had tears in your eyes where you looked all alone. You looked like a dog, driven from home. I said, hey girl, why are you so blue? Has your man gone away and forgot about you? Well, he'll come back. Whoa, just wait and see. When he thinks about you by the old willow tree, yeah, you had tears in your eyes. You looked all alone. You looked like a dog, oh, driven from home. Oh, driven from home. No more, no more. He's coming back. Oh, 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 dry your tears. Oh, Lord, he's coming back. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I took a walk on now. Whoa, one lonely night. I took a walk in the bright moonlight. I went to the river. Whoa, what did I see? You were standing there by the old willow tree. You had tears in your eyes, yeah. You looked all alone. You look like a dog. I say driven from home. Whoa, 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 driven from home.
That's not too shabby. A 17-year-old wrote that. Whoa, that's something, Gene. Now, at 17, you're still living on the farm, or had you already moved to?
No,
Toronto?
I was still living at home actually, and going to school, and working in the post office, and
Right.
playing with the Majestics at the same time.
But
I had a busy schedule, I'll tell you.
you did. Did you know that you wanted to be a full-time musician at 17?
When I joined, I have to say, when I joined the Majestics, I knew that I wanted to be a performer. Yeah, I think.
Nice.
I wasn't too sure, but I didn't. But I still wasn't too sure until I got into my 30s, and then that's when I realized that that's what I wanted to do.
Right. Into your 30s, then you said,
Yeah.
I'll take it seriously now.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, good trial period, eh?
Oh yeah.
There you go. Some mumbling up top. What's going on with the technicians up there? Oh, are you guys okay?
We have not just one technician, we have
We've got
two.
two. We got Dr. Ted Cadlock on the soundboard, and Trevor is working the multiple cameras. So he's like 3-armed and using his left foot, I think, today, which is very cool. And we have a special guest today.
We do.
Little known that this fellow was the first surviving progeny of a marsupial mating ritual. His father was a porcupine and his mother was a river otter. So great that he survived and to such a ripe old age. I'm speaking, of course, of Scott Owen, who is from Etobicoke and the Humber River. So really just teasing. I had a good experience on the Humber River once with some raccoons. So I should talk. Scott Owen, you back there? What?
No, I was just going to say the Humber River. I saw a picture in the archives in Toronto showing the Humber River when people used to swim in it.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
You know, and the old bathing suits that they used to wear and everything.
Oh.
You swam in the Humber River?
It was clean then, Scotty?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, come on up, big fella.
Come on up.
This is your introduction. Scott Owen, ladies and gentlemen. A local singer-songwriter, jam leader. He's a fellow MC at the Islands Folk Festival, and just a wonderful guy. Well, that's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
A
jokester, right? Yeah, and he cooks too. You know how to chef, right? A little bit, Scotty?
Yes, I've done a bunch of that.
He can cook.
Yeah.
Ladies, are you out there? I know Valentine's is over, but
I cook, I clean.
I was a little peeved, Scott, that you tried to outscarf me today. I should have sent you a note. Don't outscarf the host.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, now you do. It's okay.
I'm not taking it off.
No, I know. You're looking good. So from Etobicoke, and you said you also have had connections around Parry Sound.
Yes, Parry Sound, Ontario. I have a ton of family up in that neck of the woods, so if any of them are watching, hi.
Beautiful area.
Beautiful area, yes. Cottage country for some. What I remember as a kid, there was 6,000 people in the winter and 60,000 in the summer.
Oh my God.
It was a pretty crazy time, but...
Yeah, all the beaches were like that in the summertime. Wasaga Beach, Shawble Beach, they were all... tons of people. Remember when they used to wash their cars and drive their cars?
That's right. That's right.
I'm driving up and down the beach. Those were green times, weren't they?
Yep. So, a lot of time there. And Etobicoke, I was born at Queensway Hospital in Etobicoke, not far from the water. So
nice.
I guess that's why I got this yearning to live on a boat now.
Oh, you do? You want to go back to the water?
I want to live on a boat. I don't know why.
Wow. Interesting.
We'll see.
See how it goes?
Yeah.
Do you know how to sail?
Kind of. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
Yep. I kind of remember a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I can tie certain kinds of knots.
Well, that's important. And how old were you when you migrated?
I migrated to British Columbia, you mean?
Yeah.
I got here in 1989.
A few years after me, yeah.
My beautiful ex-partner, Ruth, who was from Victoria.
Nice.
We met in Toronto, and she brought me out here for a visit, and I will tell a wonderful story about Thetis Island. We came for a visit to meet her folks in January of 89, and it was January 10th, 1989, and Ruth had friends who were the directors of Camp Columbia on Thetis Island. And we got to go up and stay. It was off season, but we got to go up and stay in a cabin there overnight. And I woke up in the morning, and it was January 10th, 1989. And I went out on the porch to have a cigarette. And I was in my underwear and a T-shirt. I wasn't all that cold. It was blue sky, and I was counting bald eagles.
Yeah.
And that's when what did we do in living in Toronto?
Yeah.
So we got married in April of that year, and by September I talked her into moving back out here. Because for her it was kind of like coming home. You see, so it was a little tougher for her, but for me it was like, wow. So I've been kind of stuck here ever since. A little over 30 years. I'm almost legal.
Nice.
Yeah, almost. Well, hey, some other things have become legal since you've been almost,
If there's one thing our generation has left for the next.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we've left them.
Yeah, really.
Right, yeah.
So what
it's
song?
Legal now.
What kind of song do you have for us?
I've got a song about Chief Zuhalem. One of the greatest experiences I had just shortly after I moved here, I got asked to play at the Islands Folk Festival. I got to fill in for someone. I think it was the Barley Brothers actually couldn't make it. Surprise. And I got a phone call from Sunshine Murray to do the Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock on the main stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Well, let's see where this goes. And pulled into Providence Farm in our little Volkswagen van. And my first daughter was young, Courtney. You were just a wee baby when that happened. And so I did that spot, and I was standing on the stage staring at Mount Zuhalem, which you could see a lot better 30 years ago. You could see it a lot better. The trees were a little shorter. And the experience I had on that stage, looking at that mountain, and I thought, well, Zuhalem, okay, who's Zuhalem? So, well, it's Chief Zuhalem. So I did a little bit of research, and I did sit with some elders, and I did some research down at Victoria Library, and anyway, I came up with this song. So
is this the Ooh song?
This is a song that I was doing a sound check with earlier, and Mr. Smith came up with something really quite cool, I thought. Born in the wolf's thunderstorm, the 19th century, ever seen there came a spirit, Zuhalem. As a boy he grew with incredible pride and became the joy of the Cowichan tribe. The spirit of fear and hate always near. Come fly with me, I'll take you to the sea, where the babe's blood red for days. Come fly with me, oh Zuhalem, can't you see? Your wrath did not fade. When many moons old the Haida came and took what they wanted, with many slain, his mother and brother banished to the spirit of keep. And such anger grew from the warm land in 1844, he led his band in defense of the spirit of the steer. Come fly with me, I'll take you to the sea, where the babe's blood red for days. Come fly with me, oh Zuhalem, can't you see? Your wrath did not fade. When does rage take over and make a man blind? In killing your own, no answers you find. He was banished, oh, the spirit of the caves. Such anger grew when he died, not a one now by his side. Zuhalem becomes a spirit so free. Come fly with me, oh, I'll take you to the sea, oh, where the babe's blood red for days. Come fly with me, Zuhalem, can't you see? Your wrath did not fade. No, your wrath did not fade. I know your wrath did not fade. There you go. Thanks so much.
Nice.
I have to put one more little shout out if you don't mind.
Oh.
He may not comment, but Andrew, if you're watching, my friend Andrew Heathcote, I just phoned him like 5 minutes before the show. He's in Uxbridge, Ontario. We love you.
Uxbridge. Where's Uxbridge?
Andrew used to come and watch Eugene play on the Danforth back in the 80s.
Really?
Quite a bit. Yeah,
Watch
he was an audience
Of who?
for you.
Oh, me.
And my friend Andrew Heathcote, who I did a wonderful thing called the Scott and Andy Show with as a duet many years ago. And yeah, he used to come watch you on the Danforth at
Oh,
a few of the
nice.
clubs
Very
and
nice.
things. And
Yeah.
so, anyway, Andrew, if you're watching, hi.
Okay, so do we have any more chatters out there this evening?
Victoria says hello.
Hey,
calls
hey.
my hairdo absolutely Parisian, which I think is a compliment. And great song, Eugene. Hearing songs after all these years that are new to her, so that's exciting. And then she goes, "Is that what you were thinking when you were having dinner with me?" Well, of course not. Come on, he was thinking of you. You were thinking of that song afterwards. What bring back that
I
song?
wasn't thinking at all.
He was just eating. He was just eating.
Like a dog from home.
And Bill and Pat said they knew that song well, but had never heard you do it live. So
What song?
the song that you did.
Oh, they knew that.
Surprise
Oh,
song.
yes, Billy. Yes, Bill would. Yes, he would have heard the song. But that's the first time that I've ever performed the song since being 17, 18, whatever. So
Wow.
yeah. So it was kind of interesting. Of course, I put a few little different things in there now that I've become more professional.
Oh, I hate that word.
I hate that word.
It's got a lot of pressure to
A lot of pressure. Yeah.
A lot of a lot of pressure attached to that word.
Who else, Billy? Anybody else? No? Is that it for now?
Me. That's it. Yeah. Carol, Fresh Air Pete is there, and Carol, and yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh, there you go.
Eli.
I need some painting work.
That's the. There you go. That's on the Facebook there. Nice. One of your compatriots locally, Scott?
Eli's a wonderful bass player, rock star kind of guy. I like Eli. He's a great painter and a great guy.
Do you remember the time, Scott?
I think he was on He was walking the beach on Valentine's Day. He showed some pictures on the beach.
Oh, walking. I see.
He went with West Coast. It was lovely.
Do you remember when you talk about when we were in the restaurant one day, and the guy won money tossing the dice, and he won $300 twice, and you said, "That's my boss," and you were looking for your paycheck or something?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
What club was that?
We were at the restaurant over here, and
Wow, I don't remember that. No.
and he came in to get the money that he had won the day before or something like that.
Oh, we were at the Arb, and he
At
won.
the Arb,
And he won the.
and you said you had been talking about him, saying that he hadn't been paid yet.
That's not him.
That's
That's not Eli. No.
No, I know it's not Eli, but I was just because you said something about painting and stuff.
Yes,
and
yes,
that
yes,
story
yes.
came to mind.
Yes, I have a second. Career, if you want to call it that, or trade, I would call it. I guess music I love so much, but you can see how skinny I am. So it doesn't pay a lot right at the moment, and I paint houses. I'm a damn good painter. Give me a call. Private message me. You got something needs painting because I'm hungry. My cupboards are empty. And portraits of houses. I don't have to paint your house. I could just paint a picture of it. That'd be fine. Be the same price as painting your house, though. Sure.
Paint your wagon.
There you go. I'll paint your wagon. I don't care what it is. I got to paint something. So.
Yeah. So we need another song from you.
Do
now.
you? Are we up there another one?
Yeah,
Well, you know what? A lot of years ago, I got really jealous of birds. I was living out here, and the winters were still mild, but I guess I was remembering the winters of my youth or something, And my uncle's coming with snowmobiles up in Barry Sound when the drifts were 12 feet high, and I remember it used to really snow back east, really. So I remember even in the north part of Toronto, I moved from Etobicoke up to Willowdale is where I spent most of my youth. Hello, Willowdale. Willowdale in the 70s. Anyway, I got jealous of birds. They fly south in the summer or in the winter. Gosh, I'm still nervous Anyway, I wrote this song just to get my yeah-yeahs out about it. Have you ever been down south? I looked up in the sky, you watch them birds, they fly. You may wonder to yourself, where do they all come from? I'm gonna hear half of you. They fly into the sky. Oh, they fly so high. They fly way high. If you're looking up, you better watch your eye. I was thinking about the weather around here. How it's cold, how it's cold half a year. I was smart, I grew myself some wings. Fly south with my friends, be warm all the day. I'd fly into that sky. Oh, I fly so high. Oh, fly way up in the sky. Yeah, looking up, you better watch your eye.
Whoa! Hey! Ho!
There you go, a little song about birds.
Hey, wasn't that on Faces of the Money Man?
Yes, it was.
Oh gosh,
That was on my album.
that your album. You and I made the same tactical error. We put our first album out on cassette.
Yes, we did. Our first albums were on cassette.
Didn't go that well, did it?
Well, you know, I think it was the day after everything went digital.
I know. It's such bullshit.
The day after.
Honestly, it
was.
felt like the day after all I got.
It totally did.
All these tapes and everything just went digital. And it was like,
Anyway,
what are
that was
those?
that was a good album, Scott. You should reissue it.
It
You
will
should
come out
reissue
again
it.
soon. I promise.
Good.
It's gonna. I think Thor has it. I
Oh,
think
does he?
Thor has a copy of it, and he's gonna put it on CD for me. Anyway,
Good.
we shall see soon. Thanks so much.
Well, we're just about coming to the end of another Tuesday evening.
Scintillating Tuesday.
Scintillating. We're glad everybody tuned in this evening, and
Scintillating.
we had
like
got
that
Scott Owen here as our guest, and Billy over there as the host, and Eugene
Way
Smith
to go, Bill.
speaking.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Celebrity fixture.
And next week, who do we have next week? We have Steve McKinnon is going to be here.
Steve McKinnon. I hear he has even more facial hair than Long John now.
Oh,
He's grew a beard, didn't he? Is that
he's
true? Did
getting-
Steve grew a beard?
He's kind of getting there. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. He's about Eugene's. Yeah, about the same as Eugene right now.
oh. Well, that's all right. That's okay. So we'd just like to end off and say goodnight. Oh, thank you for our cameramen and our techies up there.
Way to go, guys. Thanks.
And we have an audience of 2 this evening.
Especially for the red cups. They were
And John someplace upstairs.
damn
Thank you,
good.
John.
Thank you, John. Longevity John's upstairs. Give me a C or something, Scott. Just so it's like a blues. Yeah, well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. I say good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, come on back next week, and we'll play you some more. Take me up. You take me.
Well, I've had a good time hanging out with these cats.
Ooh, yeah. Meow.
Had a great time hanging out with these cats. But don't forget, some days we all wear different hats.
All right, Billy, come on now.
I say good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Sure was good to see your mugs. I said good night, everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks for coming down and hanging out with these thugs. Said good night, everybody. See you next Tuesday, babe.
All right, all together. Good night, everybody. Well, good night, everybody. Say good night, everybody. Come on now. Well, good night, everybody. Well, good night, everybody. Well, come back next week and we'll play you some more. Yeah.
All right. You. Good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks
night.
so
folks.
much from the
Thank
Duncan
Peace and love.
Showroom.
Peace and love.
Thanks to Scott Owen,
Stay safe.
our beautiful Eugene Smith, and Longevity John, Ted and Trevor, Tim and Todd. Good night.
Tim and Todd. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, bam, bam, bum, 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 bum. Whoa, woman, oh, woman, don't you treat me so mean? You're the meanest woman I've ever seen. Guess if you say so, well, I'll have to pack my bags and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. don't you treat me that way. I said, I'm gonna get back on my feet one day. You don't care if I do, but it's understood. Well, I got no money and I'm just no good. Guess if you say so, well, I have to pack my bags and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. You're the meanest woman I've ever seen. Guess if you say so, well, I'll have to pack my bags and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Now, help me. Don't you come back no more.
Don't you come back no more.
I'll be good.
Don't you come back no more.
Oh, please.
Don't you come back no more.
Oh, come on, baby.
Come back
Give me a
no more.
chance.